In this video, we will wire and program the Link4 weather station to the iGrow 1400 controller. Once you have chosen your location for the weather station, the positioning, clear of any type of obstructions that could hinder accurate sensor readings, and have the weather station fully assembled, it is time to establish connectivity between the iGrow 1400 controller and the weather station. Now first, on the back side of the weather station, you want to remove the 4 set screws from the terminal block housing cover. Second, slide the PCB from the housing and feed your 12 conductor shielded cable and anemometer cable through the watertight gland on the right. Note, the weather station has 2 terminal blocks on the PCB. The lower terminal block is designated for direct connection of your sensors, and the top terminal block is your 12 conductor cable that's going to the controller. Now on the PCB, we want to install the anemometer wires first on the lower terminal block, following the color code printed on the circuit board. Next, you want to check the lower terminal block sensor wiring, temp, light, rain, wind, and power, and make sure they're snug and tight before proceeding. Now the 12-wire terminal block on the weather station is sequential to the controller's PCB terminal block. So we want to install our 12 conductor shielded cable in the preceding order. Now the 1 white, 2 green, 3 red, and 4 black are for the outside temp sensor. 5 V plus is orange. 6, the light is the blue wire. 7, rain, violet. 8, the 12 volt, brown. 9, the ground, gray. A, wind direction, yellow. B, ground is for pink. And C, wind speed is tan. Now that we have installed the wiring on the weather station, it's time to land our 12 conductor cable to the 1400 controller. First, you want to open up the controller, exposing the back PCB. Now on the back of the PCB, you'll be installing 1 wire for power and the remainder of the wires on the lower right corner as follows. Yellow would go to AIN7, gray is the negative of AIN7, orange, V+, blue, AIN8, black, GND, red, V out, green, data 1, white, CLK, tan, FD1 plus, pink, FD1 negative, violet, FD2 plus, and brown diagonally on the opposite side to the 12 volt. Now that we have installed our weather station wiring, let's go ahead and close up the controller, and we're going to go ahead and map our sensors to the controller. From the home screen, hit Enter Menu, System Setup, and then Set Up Inputs. Now to navigate in this screen, Next and Previous will move you up and down, and plus and minus will change the values within the highlighted field. And for out temp, we want it to be mapped to serial sensor 2. Hit next to go down. Where you have light, hit plus for the light to be solar. You want the wind speed to be FDIN1. Wind direction is going to be analog 7. And rain is going to be FDIN2. Now to save your changes, hit the back button till you get to the home screen. And as you can see, you now have an out temp reading. And to view your sensors that are on the weather station, simply hit Next, and this displays your sensor readings. Now it's time to put our installation to the test. Now to test the light sensor, we're simply going to go ahead and add additional light to it directly. And as you can see, the values of the light sensor are in fact increasing. So that's working. Then we'll check the wind speed and wind direction, and we have a fan here with the wind direction pointing northwest at 0 miles per hour. And with the fan turned on, the wind direction changed and the wind speed is increasing. And finally, the rain sensor. Just simply get a wet towel and add it to the sensor itself, and as you can see, it's engaging, and the rain is now from no to yes. And that's our video in connecting the Link4 weather station to the iGrow 1400 controller.